Dancing with the Wheels series, connecting to oneness with the Spirit Keepers, a medicine wheel journey. There may have been a time in which you connected with other aspects of Earth Mother's children. Maybe you wanted to understand why yellow things keep popping up, or why a certain gemstone has resonated with you for your entire life. Maybe you have an affinity to certain plants and flowers and wondered why the connection was. Maybe you've been wondering why that certain person called you like an hour before you had a memory of them from back in school, or why going to the ocean or beach is so perfect for you. The Spirit Keepers of the Medicine Wheel are synchronistic with everything the Earth has to offer us. Vibration, frequency, and energy all connect with like items, meaning things connect when their vibration is the same, or at least within a range of receiving. Since everything has a vibration, frequency, and energy, it would only make sense that we would more easily connect with specific things within our range. So let's say on a scale of 1 to 10 that you vibrate currently as a 4. You would most likely not resonate with something or someone vibrating at a 9, but you might sense it still. You also might not resonate with something vibrating at a 1, but you might still sense it, but it wouldn't make sense because it's below your vibrational receptors. I like using this question. Have you ever heard a dog whistle? The answer will most certainly be no, since the dog whistle is created at a much higher vibration or frequency than our ears are capable of hearing. The average human hears frequencies around 15 to 17 kilohertz. Dog whistles are created at around 23 to 54, so that puts us around 6 or 7 kilohertz out of our range of hearing it. That's why we don't hear dog whistles. So why is it that we connect with certain things, certain sounds, anomalies, apparitions, colors, or people? We just happen to be in tune with them. Yep, just like a guitar. When it's in tune, the vibrations of the strings make sounds, or their frequency makes sense to our ears. When the strings are out of tune, the sound they make doesn't make sense. So when we're in tune with other things, they resonate with us. They make sense. Now, I mentioned before that even colors hold a frequency. Our eyes see something, and our brain registers that frequency or color. So how do our eyes see color frequencies? Now, I don't want to get too technical here, but within the brain there are these things called rods and cones that react to different wavelengths, which are simply vibrations. Those rods and cones then send the brain the go-ahead to register what is captured in the eye and translate it to a color. When some of those rods and cones are not so healthy, you tend to get people that may be colorblind because the colors don't resonate. The frequency of the visible color range is somewhere around 430 to 750 terahertz. That's just a lot. The human eye and brain together can process from 400 to 790 terahertz. So we should be able to see a lot of colors, right? Well, yes, we do, but not all of them, because the full spectrum of colors goes beyond our vibrational frequency. For example, infrared. Infrared has a frequency of somewhere around 3 to 400 terahertz, which is about 100 terahertz below our ability to see it. That's why we can't see infrared objects unless we use like infrared lenses or goggles or something. So now you sort of understand how we connect with colors. How does this all work with the medicine wheel? I'll try to make it simple. For every spirit keeper vibration or frequency, there is an animal, color, plant, mineral, or elemental vibration or frequency related to it. So listen carefully to this fact. The ancestors didn't just live on the land, they learned how to exist with everything around them in gratitude and understanding of connecting with everything. They learned this through observation and experience. The ancestors knew this for thousands of years. They knew it not because they read it in a book or watched a video or heard it on the news. They knew it because they lived in gratitude to the earth and its children and in communion with the creator of all things. They knew because they didn't take anything for granted and took the time to study, watch, observe, and record in story form of what they just learned. With thousands of years and generation after generation of teaching through stories, they actually knew the connections. Therefore, during a simple dance with a wheel, you may connect to 6 spirit keeper stones instead of, 4 or 11. Because in your moment within the dance, your vibration will connect to equal or like items that vibrate within your range of receiving. So let's learn about how this connection works for you during your dance with the wheel. We're going to call this connecting to the oneness. I'll give you the spirit keeper name, the animal connection, the plant connection, the mineral connection, the color connection, and the elemental connection. This list that I have here shows you how everything connects to equal and like vibrations. Knowing this will provide you with an abundance of focus items to work with to learn lessons from the medicine gifted to you by your connection with the spirit keeper stones. It almost seems kind of mystical, doesn't it? So let's get into these connections. Again, the following list provides you with how the ancestors learned so much about themselves and how to apply the lessons from the vibration, frequency, and energy from the spirit keeper stones. You'll see that for each spirit keeper, there are its equal partners in vibration for animals, plants, minerals, color, and elementals. As you look at this list from left to right, you'll see a spirit keeper, an animal, plant, mineral, color, and element that vibrates at a frequency within each of their own receivers. This creates a symbiotic relationship between the 6 energies. As an example, look at the far left side and find Father-Son. You'll see that the lizard, the sunflower, the geode mineral, the color sky blue, and the elements of fire and air vibrate within the range that Father-Son does, which creates the energy connection between all 6 of these. Now imagine being drawn to 4, 6, or 12 spirit keepers during your dance. Individually, they have a vibration that connects each of them together so that they all make sense together. So what can you do with all this connectivity? When you dance with the wheel, you're preparing yourself to learn the medicine of your connections to the frequency of the spirits. So when you connect with one, you connect with all of the oneness of that spirit keeper's medicine. With the example I used earlier, Father-Son, you'll not just connect with Father-Son, but also with the lizard medicine, the sunflower medicine, the geode medicine, the sky blue medicine, and the fire and air medicine. Here's an example of what could take place after a dance. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to just use one spirit keeper in this example, just to make it easiest. Let's say you danced and your journey brings you to the Turtle Clan Spirit Keeper Stone. Now I'll highlight this on the list. Within this simple stone, you may have felt a deep sense of love or trust, or the energy just seemed really intense. When you learn that this stone is the Turtle Clan, you have a connection right now with not only the turtle, but cattails, petrified wood, the colors green and brown, and the earth. What do you think you would get to focus on in the next few hours, days, weeks or so? How about cattails, petrified wood, green and brown colors, and earth, along with turtles? Now understand, I don't want you to take anything for granted. Pay attention to the synchronicities that come your way every day, every moment. Maybe look into how cattails grow and where they would be found, and plan a trip to a place with lots of them to experience what being in the middle of them would actually feel like. Maybe pay attention to the clothes you choose to see if green or brown resonate. And maybe go to the petrified forest in northern Arizona to feel the ancient energies of these intensely beautiful relics. Or go to the store and buy a turtle and raise it as your pet. Or simply just spend more time on the earth. Go for a walk or a hike. Essentially, I'm saying that during your walk before your medicine wheel journey today, you may have been allowing synchronistic moments to pass you by. Your entire life is based on choices. Why not listen to your connections in the wheel and find out what you get to focus on moving forward? Folks, this is the medicine of the medicine wheel. Until next time, Wapiratanka Namateko Uwesen. To my relations, I am grateful for you.